welcome to another edition of the One to One podcast, where we meet young entrepreneurs who share their journey with us. I'm really excited to have our next guest, the one, the only, President Extraordinaire, Ashwini Kukreja. Ashwini, welcome to the One to One podcast.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being here.
Thank you, John, so much for. It's always a pleasure to be around you because you make me laugh a lot.
I know you do your research before coming here, so I hope you're mentally prepared for everything that's about to come your way.
Everything is going to be impromptu because whatever I prepare, you're going to take me off balance.
So Ashwini, if you I would love if you introduce yourself to our audience, but not like a LinkedIn or a resume way. Speak from the heart about Ashwini.
I am a computer engineer, and during the campus interview, I was picked up for a job,
Wow.
and it was a 4,000 rupee job.
Okay.
And for that, I borrowed 2,000 bucks from my dad to buy formal. Because in engineering we used to wear only jeans and t-shirt, and here it was a company where I had to wear formal. So 2,000 rupees I borrowed, and went to this. It was, I remember, Omni Communications opposite Siddhi Vinayak Dadar.
Wow.
And nice AC office. That time AC was a privilege.
Yeah.
So we were very happy. Okay, AC office hai. And went there. First day they served us lunch and all, and they sent us home quickly. I was very excited. Called all my friends. I got a job, 4K,
Yeah.
all that, boasting around. So, and I was picked up from the campus, so no days wasted.
yeah.
Just after the college, immediately the job starts, and a good fun office, and not far off also. Second day, going back to work, the boss introduced me to his VP. The VP said, "Okay, today now the work starts."
Yeah.
So they took me and I think 3 or 4 of us. So our job was, what? Though we were engineers, our job was, because we were English-speaking engineers. Okay? So the job was to actually serve as intermediary between the customer and the actual engineers.
Okay, wow.
And it was an EPBX company. It was not a
Right.
computer company.
Yeah.
It was an EPBX company. So the
The
bosses,
intercom systems and all. That's
intercom system, the phone,
phones. Yeah.
वो सब, so those people, if they have any problems, they were not able to actually communicate to the ground engineers,
yeah.
because they wouldn't understand
Right.
what they're trying to say. So we were in between, and they would speak to me, and my job was to understand the problem.
वैसे
tell it
कोई
to
काम
them.
नहीं करना है
हाँ,
ना।
basically कुछ नहीं करना है, इंजीनियरिंग जैसा कुछ नहीं था.
बस क्लाइंट कुछ बोलेगा उसको प्रॉमिस
हाँ,
करना है,
हाँ.
फिर उसको जाके डिलीवर करना है मैसेज।
Basically translation. So ठीक है, still we are happy,
Obviously, first job,
है,
dude.
first job, you always. So he took us to some clients in Malad, then Vasai, then Virar, and all these places.
Yeah.
So fine, it was okay. Nice, good people, good factories.
Yeah.
Met the bosses
Because that
out
time
there.
EPBX was expensive, a
Yes,
luxury,
very
so only people who are doing really well will be able to afford
Yes,
it.
yes, not all offices had EPBX at that point in time. So we started, and then he said, okay, now, okay, हो गया. Then हम लोग को lunch भी कराया, second day free lunch, okay, nice. And then going back, so around 4 or 5:30 ट्रेन में, so we thought, okay, ठीक है, let's pay due respect. दादर में गाड़ी रुकेगा, वहीं पे ऑफिस है, तो we'll all get down there and then we'll head.
Yeah.
So we didn't tell him, that we'll go, हम अपने अपने घर जाते हैं. So we said with due respect to the VP. So Dadar आया, but Dadar he didn't get down, and if he didn't get down, how could we get down?
Right.
ऐसे ठीक है, तो थोड़ा आगे गया, आगे 1-2 स्टेशन और गया. Then someone asked, sir, ना ऑफिस का स्टेशन तो गया.
Right.
तो बोला, so why do you want to go back to the office?
Right.
There are 4 more clients to visit now in Churchgate. And उसने हमको रात को till 9:30 he made us meet the customers and
Yeah.
I don't know what happened that night while going home. I thought, इतना काम करना है ना, I will do it for myself or my dad.
Wow.
Not for anyone else,
yeah.
not for anybody, not for any amount of money. And that is the day when I quit the job after 2
2 days. Wow.
And then, अब घर पे क्या बोलूँ? 2,000
I
रुपए
know
borrow
you
किए.
have already bragged to all your friends.
Brag to all my friends. So what do I do? So then what I did was, I had bought a computer for myself for my engineering project through a friend of mine who had an office at Lamington Road. I said, you know what? I'll come to your office and sit there. I'm not going to tell home that I have quit the job.
Oh.
I'm going to go and sit there. आजा, ठीक है, तेरा ही ऑफिस है. So I used to go there in the mornings and sit there, and in the evening I used to come back home. Everyone would think he is going for a job. Formal कपड़े पहन के Lamington जाने का, sitting in his office doing nothing. Just there I again got a big shock. Because the kind of computers this guy was buying and selling and trading, I thought I am a computer engineer.
Yeah.
I spent so much money on the courses and on the, the classes and all those things, and I learned bullshit. It was nothing. What I learned was 8086, and here it was 80486 and 80586. Itna big gap, and I could not understand anything. I was feeling so lost. I wasted my life.
Right.
4 years of slogging,
Right.
and I don't know any shit about this.
Right.
So then what do? Then I saw that there was this CMS Computer Institute in Andheri. They would teach us contemporary PCs.
Right.
6-month course, 18,000 bucks. Where do I get the money from?
Right.
And again borrowed from my dad.
Wow.
I told him everything. See, this blunder has happened, and I desperately need this. Otherwise, my 4 years will go away.
So true.
So he paid that, and thanks to him, I started that. That is in Andheri. I used to go to Andheri in the morning, from 7 a.m. to 12 in the afternoon, and from there I used to take a train to Grant Road
Right.
and come to his office, and that is how the journey started. You know what? There are many people out there who were actually wanting to learn computers. They were not in the business of computers. They were big business people, and computers had just come to India. They wanted to understand what computer is all about,
Right.
so that they would use that in their businesses in
Obviously,
future.
yeah.
So those kind of people I was, and my thing was I wanted to understand computers, and this guy had an office there. So all those people actually became my customers. Okay, you
Wow.
are in Lamington.
Yeah.
Why don't you bring me a keyboard or a mouse? Why don't you set up a computer for me?
Right.
And the respect for me grew because one, I was in Lamington Road.
Yeah.
It was not my office. I used to tell them it's my
No,
office.
obviously, fair enough. Hustling,
Business,
yeah,
hustling to karni padti hai,
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
what business family. So
Yes.
hustling is always there. And then I was an engineer. I had my degree to flaunt around.
Nice.
Okay, that time computer engineer was a big thing.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know you're so smart. Yeah, I respect you more.
Oh my God.
अभी थोड़ा और उठ के बैठ के बात करना पड़ेगा.
It's not about being smart. It was about that jhatka that I got, that I have learned nothing in these 4 years.
No.
And so the work started there. This guy was supporting me, my friend, and I used to buy stuff from him and sell it to them and make some good money.
Obviously, because those days margins were huge.
Superb, huge margins. And अच्छा computer engineer से computer खरीद रहा है, all the more better.
All the more better.
So they would pay me 5,000, 10,000 extra. And that time money was flowing in like crazy.
Yes. Right time, right place.
My father thought I am doing some smuggling or something. इतना पैसा
वो भी
कहाँ
किया
से
होगा
ला रहा
थोड़ा.
है? So smuggling, kind of a smuggling would
Yes.
happen. The carriers would bring the RAMs and the processors.
Obviously.
उधर तभी सब कच्चे में था.
Yes.
So nothing in bill, and all that VAT and GST came later on. It was all cash,
Yes.
hardcore cash. And then slowly, because of my network, thanks to my family and friends, business started happening. And this guy eventually, he decided that he will not give me partnership. The terms were such. He would not want to reveal his suppliers.
Yes.
Because that was the key.
Yes, yes.
Their suppliers were like, the shady kind of people, those ekdam khatarnak type. If you see them, you will not even want to deal with them. Those kind of people who would get the CPUs, itne chote se bag mein 10 lakhs ka CPUs.
Wow.
That point in time, because the CPUs were kept on
Stacked
each
on
other,
top,
stacked on top and all these things. So he would never reveal his suppliers. And what he would do is, मेरा और उसका partnership is only for my set of customers.
Obviously, he has his own.
He has his own set. So you want to be a partner, your set of customers, you will get 50%, I will get 50%. If you are okay with that, I said whatever.
Obviously.
Still I'm making good money.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
So it happened so. I used to get a lot of business from Ahmedabad, from various places we supplied to corporates. Again, there also 2 or 3 computers for Piramals at that point in time, costing around 3.5 lakhs. Our margin was 1 lakh.
Wow.
And at that price also we could crack the deal. We were better than many.
Yes.
Because the other quotes were 5, 6.
Right.
So we then, that was a time when we thought we are quoting high, but actually we are quoting low. Because of our, the sourcing.
Right.
And that is what this guy was very secretive about. He would never reveal. I never met any of those. Sometimes by chance they would come. हाँ ये गोल्डी भाई के लिए. Goldie was the name of my partner. ये गोल्डी भाई का सामान है. उनको बोलना पैसा पहुंचा दे. Typical.
Yeah.
Okay sir. So that would happen. So I would know everyone. कौन है क्या है,
but not direct contact.
किताब कितना है मालूम नहीं, कितना लाख किसने उसको देना है लेना है कुछ मालूम नहीं. One fine day, my mom wakes me up at 2 a.m. in the night. Goldie's mom is wanting to speak to you right now. I said, okay, क्या हुआ? Please come here now. I picked up my car, went there. She was waiting. It was at the road somewhere in Ghatkopar. I said, क्या हुआ आंटी? बोला, you are not taking care of your work. Business संभाल नहीं रहे हो, ध्यान नहीं है धंधे में. बोला, auntie, I'm doing all the good things. I'm helping him so much.
Yeah.
Because I was, very possessive about this thing that I'm doing.
Yes.
And I didn't want people to think that I'm not helping or contributing. Bola, no, you're not taking care. Do you know where the money is going? Bola, no. I mean, it's all, a lot of money of mine is also saved with him. It's with him only. I trust him so much. Bola, no, this is all wrong. All the money is there. Where? There is a house there. This house has been bought by your money and his money for a girl. And VCR, सब कुछ दिया. हमारे तेरे घर में नहीं है, वो उसके घर में है.
Nice.
Now, right now he is inside. I have come to know, which you should know. You are a friend. You don't know anything about this. I got to know. Go. I can't. It's embarrassing for me to go inside. Go and get him out. So that day, and after that, he stopped coming to work. He felt very embarrassed that all his friends now knew that he was into these. So all this
तो वो
happened.
टाइम पे अफेयर वाज अ बैड थिंग.
It was not an affair. It was a dance bar ki girl thi.
ओके ओके.
So he used to go and dance. I was also going. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
I used to go with him.
Yes.
But my deadline was 12.
Right.
12 baje my dad would not allow me to. If it is later than 12, he would not allow me to come inside. Then I would have to sleep in my car. So that's not.
Okay, that was a rule
That was a rule.
कि घर आना है तो 12 बजे
Because
तक.
he also had his connects. He knew that I'm doing some nonsense.
हाँ,
तो ठीक है. अब कमा रहा है तो ज़्यादा बोलते नहीं थे. But deadline उनका घर.
Obviously.
So ठीक है. So I used to come back and he used to stay for long and then he got hooked on to a girl and all that nonsense happened. And when people came to know, all our friend circle, everyone, when all of us came to know, then he got, so embarrassed. He did not come to work. So much so that I'm not doing anything. He was just homebound.
Okay.
And so that is when what happened, all these suppliers
हाँ.
started coming to me.
Yes, obviously. The show must go on.
I said, no, they came to me for money.
Oh.
That your partner or your friend owes me so many lakhs.
Yeah, they have seen you.
They have seen me. I said, but I'm not supposed to pay you. They agreed. They said, yes, you are not supposed to pay, but we are now having so much money and he doesn't have money. So why don't you help us? I said, I can only try, tell him. And I met him. I went to his house. I met him. He said, sorry, I made a big mistake. I'll try to give them. But as of now, I have nothing. In fact, my lot of money that was with him, that also gone.
Obviously, written off.
Written off. Everything was gone. And I mean, he was the one who got me into business. So I
The soft corner tha.
Thoda obviously tha. And I still, I'm thankful to him. But I couldn't tell him anything. I said, okay, fine, theek hai. Then we part ways. So in the same office, I was sitting in one chair, he was sitting in the other chair. I was doing my own bit. Now no connection money-wise.
Yes.
And people would come to him, ke paise de do. Sometimes they would speak nonsense and I'm around.
Obviously.
And then he again stopped coming. And then what happened was these 2-3 people came to my home.
Oh.
Not in a bad way, but requesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because they heard that I'm from this family. And then somebody figured out about my dad and his business and all. So they came and they requested me that why don't you help us? Somehow पता नहीं वो लोग घर पे आ गए. I said okay, no pressure. I will try and give your money back. And that point in time, it was I think 98 or 99. It was around 15 odd lakhs.
Oh,
it was a big amount.
A big amount, obviously.
And I also was left with nothing.
Yes.
I said okay, I'll give you. I don't know what happened. I said I'll give you, but it will take time.
Right.
Okay, we will also help you to give us our money back.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Business-minded people.
We will still supply you material.
Obviously.
And from the profit that you make, you please return our money.
Fair
I
enough.
said fair enough. So that's how my sourcing started.
Yeah.
And eventually, in a couple of years, it took at least 2 years or 3 years, 3 लोगों का पैसा full return हो गया.
Wow.
Okay. And they changed their course of doing business because they had a lot of such losses.
Obviously.
So they changed their way of business. They went into the corporate model, and in future, all the 3 of them became my number 1 clients.
Oh,
And they gave me so much business, and
right,
I made so much money at that point in time.
right.
Can't tell you.
Wow,
So it was
amazing.
just that thing. The moment they came home and they request, ऐसे हाथ जोड़ के बैठे थे
सो
कि
कोई भी काम निकलवाना है अश्विनी से, उसे घर आके मांग लो, वो हो जाएगा. मैं भी पहुंच जाऊंगा 2-3 दिन में.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because it was my home and my parents were around and
Yeah,
something that
clicked at that time.
clicked कि okay ठीक है मैं दे दूंगा.
And that just shows, yeah, as we say, what goes around comes around. You did something good,
Yes,
and
of
it paid
course,
back
of
in
course.
multifold in the future.
And I'm very happy about that decision. Though that point in time, even my dad fired the shit out of me. Do you expect me to give them? And these people,
Right.
I'm not going to do that. मैं मांग ही नहीं रहा हूँ आपसे. आपने you're done enough.
Yeah.
I'm not asking from you. So that is how it happened, and the journey started. And then I found my own
Wow.
company, and slowly, this is how.
Really powerful story. But one question I had in my mind from when you said, why did you take computer engineering back in the day when it was so new? What was that thought process? Would
I'm
love to know.
speaking too much in front of the camera. So so my dad wanted me to become an engineer, a
Okay.
civil engineer, because he's in the construction business.
Okay, fair enough. Logical.
Logically, so he wanted, and at that point in time, the fathers, इंजीनियर बनना है उनके लिए इंजीनियर मतलब बिल्डिंग का इंजीनियर
हाँ.
सिविल वर्ड कंप्यूटर वर्ड नहीं है बिल्डिंग का इंजीनियर बनना है मेरा बेटा इंजीनियर है और मेरे साथ बिल्डिंग लाइन में है
Okay.
वी
That's a flex at that time.
हाँ तो मेरा बेटा है एन
Engineer, doctor, these were the lines. So,
बस
yeah,
so by engineer he meant civil engineer
obviously.
and I didn't frankly want to go into that business because I've seen our Kukreja family and many people know about the family and so we are a part of that family but ठीक है with all due respect I didn't like the way they used to operate and squabbles among brothers among cousins बहुत कुछ देखा I don't like this business I would never want to do this so I said okay but with due respect you want me to become an engineer I'll become an engineer I became a computer engineer and then when his friends told him कि तेरा बेटा तो कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर बन गया and that is when he fired me
Okay.
इतना पैसा लिया तूने और तू कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर बन गया मेरे को ये क्या I said
So you pulled a fast one on him.
yeah of course I had to and so that is I was always fascinated again thanks to Goldie my friend when he gave me the computer the only thing I did was play Pac-Man if you remember that game
Yes, obviously.
oh my god and all my friends used to come and it was such a high that okay Ashwin Kukreja ke paas computer hai and we are going to play games at his place
Yeah.
and so I was I used to figure out different borrow games from others it was all at that point in time gaming on a PC
Right.
nothing it was actually very very a nascent stage of gaming
But people were enamored by it.
yeah that time it was like a big and also watching there was an MPEG card 3,500 or 4,000 rupee card and if you put that on your PC and you could watch movies
Okay.
so that card was required so nowadays so every PC you can watch but that time it was not possible to watch a movie on that screen
Right.
the resolution and all was not there but because of the card the resolution would improve and you could watch movies
Okay,
so all those things we showed movies on computer and all that thing so I was quite fascinated by that field I said I should become a computer engineer if at all
Right.
and obviously that business was very important because when I was to buy this computer I know I spent a bomb
Right.
and the art of assembling a computer was very fascinating
Right.
how it is just 4-5 parts lying around and then when you combine them and a miracle
So true.
something like that comes alive I mean this will sound very nothing at all at this point in time but at that point in time it was very very crazy
Right.
so that is what I thought
And no one used to buy branded PCs. It was all assembled
was all
because the price
assembled.
difference was too much.
too much 5-6 times so IBM was the only one who would sell PCs
Also compact. I remember buying
Compaq and IBM but they were more bulkier and our PCs we used to actually do spray painting at that point in time on the cabinet to make it look nice
premium.
and attractive and more the idea was to make it more premium than Compaq or IBM and to sell it at a lower price and make a lot of money from there
Obviously.
so that is how
That's great. But the industry has evolved a lot since 1999 and changed the model completely. Whereas now it become much more like a commodity. It would become much more like a
crazy now.
commodity.
It's no fun now
No fun now.
at all
So, tell me about how Realtime might, you have been there at the forefront when computers were becoming mainstream, from a luxury to becoming a necessity. And has the business model of Realtime changed?
Yeah,
Are
of
you
course,
focusing
of
on
course,
different things now?
of
Would
course.
love to know a little bit more about
I
that.
had a lot of setback because, actually there was no one to guide me. It was all like
Yeah, it's
going
a jungle, yeah.
going in the forefront,
Yeah.
and dad was anyways upset कि क्या कर रहा है, ठीक है. He was only happy कि ठीक है, मेरे से पैसे नहीं मांगता है, खुद आके कुछ कर रहा है, खुद का गाड़ी है, ये है वो है. So made a made a lot of money, but lost a lot as well because of some wrong decisions. So I was always, I could not fathom what is coming next because the technology was moving so
So
fast.
fast, yeah.
And these MNCs, when they come here, so initially I was the biggest supplier to all Chroma stores.
Oh,
Single day billing 25 lakhs. And
crazy.
this happened for a couple of times. My turnover boosted, my margins boosted.
Right.
Okay, everything was crazy. Overnight, they come and tell me now Chroma will buy directly from Lenovo. You're out.
Right.
I said, what? I had not planned.
Obviously.
My biggest customer gone overnight.
Right.
What do I do?
Yes, and when you have such a big customer, you become dependent on
Become
that.
dependent.
Yeah.
So then ऊपर से पूरा नीचे, and then starting again looking out for customers.
Right.
So these kind of blows, many such blows I have faced in the industry where money lost and hitting hard on you, and then starting again from scratch, because at that point in time we ignored a lot of our smaller customers.
Obviously, you get in the high of that.
Even the team, the whole team was used to doing that, delivering, making those challans and everything. It was set, and
Right.
overnight it stopped. So this was the problem with the MNCs that came here. They had a lot of pressures of targets, and they wanted more and more customers. So then we thought that if they are doing that, we should also become like that. That is when I switched over. So Lenovo, IBM was the only brand I used to do at first initially, and then I started doing all, like even Dell, HP,
Right.
all the brands. I had Lenovo stores at one time, HP Worlds at one time. All these things we have done. But then I thought that I should have more customers. And then Canon, LG, Philips, all these, we used to do distribution, sub-distribution of all these products. It was good till the time then these people came in, Amazon and Flipkart.
Yeah, and they come to bleed.
They come to bleed. We would, we wasted 1 year to understand their model. How can they sell so less? We used to argue with our principals, कि ये क्या चल रहा है? They would also not know what is happening. I would buy 100 PCs, 100 laptops at a cost, and they're selling that at 5,000 rupees lower than that. I'm like, God, shit, what is happening here? So that was another blow where a lot of transactions we made, a lot of losses.
Right.
But ठीक है.
It's a learning thing,
It's
yeah.
a learning,
And as you
it's a
rightly
learning.
said, no one
Yeah.
to guide.
Yeah.
And Amazon had a big vision, and when
Yeah,
they come, and they obviously take a lot of people out of the market in one
So
go.
one thing I realized that I was always working for a brand. I was always known as Lenovo ka distributor, Canon ka distributor, ISKA distributor. I was never known as me. What is my forte then?
Yeah.
If I have this particular laptop with me, the whole world is calling me, sir, ये आपके पास है, you are the distributor, give it to me. Till then it is fine.
Right.
But when then मेरा कोई भाई खड़ा कर दिया उन्होंने.
Wow.
Now they also have, and then we start fighting among the prices, and then all value gone.
Yes.
So it's all a temporary phase that was happening, and temporary high. So in between the money still was good.
Right.
So even one transaction of 100 laptops, we could make a huge money.
Right.
And even so 5-6 transactions where we made less or we made losses, it was still able to cover up.
Right.
But as when these people came in, Flipkart especially, Snapdeal, Flipkart, Amazon, they were like,
They ate the margins
they
up.
ate the market. So at one point in time, I had Canon stores in almost all the malls, in Palladium, in Orbit Vashi, in Orbit Malad, Andheri, Bandra, Waterfield Road, all these places I had Canon stores. I was selling DSLR cameras. Now, there was a time when people would come to my Palladium store. Now I have all engineers, all technical people, 30-40K, the sales guys.
Obviously.
Nicely dressed and fully equipped with all the info,
Yeah.
demo.
In a mall, within a prime mall.
So a customer like you would come
Yeah.
and select a camera, 2.5 lakhs,
Yeah.
take the entire demo. Okay, I'm interested in buying.
Yeah.
and then suddenly you open the app of Amazon. This is what I'm getting.
Can you match
Can
it?
can you match it? Otherwise, bye bye.
Obviously,
Now I'm
it's a
convinced that this is good. I'm going to buy this, but at this price.
Yeah.
Okay, ठीक है, I'll give you maybe 2-3k extra because of what you did. So that was what was left of us. Again, I thought that I'm doing only for Canon, or I'm doing only for a brand. What about me?
Yeah.
मेरा क्या है? Real time का क्या है?
right.
Nothing at all. People are coming to me only because of something or the other which is not mine.
Yeah.
So that is when that झटका happened that ये सब बंद करना है. बट बंद कैसे करें? जॉन क्या बोलेगा? अश्विन के पैसे खत्म हो गए कि अश्विन को क्या हो गया? 5 दुकान बंद कर दिया. I wanted to shut down all these shops because actually I was bleeding,
Right.
but I could not. What
Right.
will the world think?
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to my Lamington Road office, which was always there, and do my business, what I was doing.
Yeah.
But then, how would I close down these brand stores that I had?
True.
What would people think about me?
Yeah.
That is when something else happened. So, one of my Odyssey friends, I think it was Naresh and Kanchan, they pushed me into joining this landmark forum.
Right.
So, people may have their different opinions about that thing.
I've also done.
You also done? Okay, great. So,
Very recently, 1 month, 2 months back.
Oh, nice. So you did the first part.
Yeah, that whatever.
हाँ, so I completed 3 sessions. First में तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. I said okay, कुछ समझ नहीं आया, पैसे waste हुए, time waste हुआ. ऐसे नहीं छोड़ूंगा. I want to do more. I did the second one, कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. Then third one में there was this teacher of mine, Rishi Modi. Still remember his name. So there were 50 people in the class, and they were calling up people on the stage. Okay, whatever you want to get rid of, make an announcement. So 2 things I wanted to do, which I could not do. One
Right.
was shutting down these, elephants that I had पाले थे,
Yes.
महंगे 6 लाख रुपए तो खाली पैलेडियम का रेंट था
Wow.
per month. 15 lakhs का आउटफ्लो उस टाइम पे था. And I was crazy. I said I don't want
Pressure.
bank loans, all these things. So ये बंद करना है.
Yeah.
तो मैंने सर को बोला, सर मेरे को ये करना है लेकिन मुझसे हो नहीं रहा है. बोला दिस इज द करेक्ट फोरम. सो स्टेज पे लाके खड़ा किया, बोला बोल तुझे बोलना है क्या है. आई सेड आई वांट टू शट डाउन ऑल दीज स्टोर्स इन ऑल द मॉल्स. तो बोला ओके गिव अ डेट.
Wow.
सो डेट तो ठीक है नहीं दे सका बिकॉज द लीज वी वोंट कंटिन्यू द लीज.
Yes.
जो भी 3 साल का था. सो द अनाउंसमेंट वाज मेड एंड एवरीवन cheered. Yes, you will shut down. You will shut down. Second thing, I was always thinking about writing a book. It was a small thing,
Yeah.
but it was always the inkling in my head that एक क्या यार एक book लिखते हैं यार. तो book लिखनी थी. I wanted to write a book, which is I don't know anything about it, but I want to write a book. Okay, give a date.
Oh.
So date तो पता ही नहीं. So I think that we were in June or July. I said 17 November, my son's birthday. So and both the things happened eventually. I shut down all my stores with great difficulty, but I did.
Nice.
And the last store I shut down was just before COVID. The
Okay.
Innorbit Vashi Mall, Innorbit Malad Mall, it was shut December 2020, I think. And 2019.
19 and 20 May.
And 20 May
Wow.
COVID start was. So that was a blessing in disguise. So that happened. And then before that, it was always in my head that people should know me because of me or because of the service I provide.
Right.
That is when we ventured more in the service part.
Right.
So
Because that you can shine in. Because everybody has some issue with their laptop vendor who not professionally or they always feel I'm being overcharged. वो mentality होता है.
yes. So you know the feeling that I used to get when I was an engineer, I did my CMS Computer Institute. People would want to buy from me because I was a computer engineer.
Yeah.
I was never able to get that in the journey ahead.
Right.
So though there was
You
lot of
lost that
money,
part.
I lost that part in the race, of making money, doing turnover. But finally after this thing, I decided, okay, now people should come back to me
Yeah.
for what I am.
Yeah.
But with so much bank loan and debt and all this, the turnover was a problem. So finally, the money that I had made, I had created some assets, I liquidated those assets, shut down all the business loans,
Wow.
kept a little bit of home loan and all.
Yeah.
That's it. And no pressure of turnover, no pressure of showing profits or losses. And then started this. And COVID helped a lot. I mean, I'm thankful to COVID that it taught me a lot.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of pain in the market, especially in my industry.
Yeah.
there were people like John who could buy 10 laptops at one call, and then there were people who did not have money to buy the laptop, but they wanted laptops,
Right.
and they had laptops.
Because it's become a necessity now.
It was required, and especially during COVID, not everyone could afford 50,000 ka 3 4 laptop
So
for
true.
every member.
Yes.
That, or as for that matter, for the staff or companies,
Yes.
you know. So that is where we decided that we will try to upgrade or fix their laptops
Yeah.
to a level wherein they would be like new ones.
Right.
So that is when we started a concept called Flash Hub, wherein we would just take away your old hard drive and install the SSDs.
Right.
And during COVID,
Your
we did
tech is
almost-
anyway strong. You understand
Tech
everything.
was there, my team was there,
Yeah.
everyone was there. So at every stage there was some learning, and COVID helped a lot.
Yeah.
And just before COVID, maybe 6 months or 1 year back, my main guy, my man Friday,
Yeah.
whom I would go for, whom I call for my tickets, my travel, anything that I would need,
Yeah.
I would go to him. He quit the job.
Okay.
That was another blow.
Obviously, when you
Now,
depend.
again, I saw it in a very positive light. ठीक है, गया तो गया अभी.
Yeah.
Maybe my bad luck, his good luck, whatever it was. And that is when the other team, I would never interact with the lower team.
The juniors, obviously. You go through the hierarchy.
I would always speak to him and get all my work done.
Yeah.
Now, when he was not there, I called a meeting for about Vicky bhai to chale gaye hain. Now, till the time I get a replacement, I need your help. So this will be your role. Who is willing to take up this? Who is willing to... So we divided the roles, and you know, one of my senior most guys, Rajesh Padaya, is a Gujju with me right from when I joined
Wow.
the business, still with me. Very nice, very loyal guy. He says, "Sir, आप एक चीज़ समझो, विक्की भाई कुछ नहीं करते थे, वो सब हम ही करते थे."
It was easier for you to communicate with him.
हाँ, बट मेरे को वो एक ही बंदा था, बट हम लोग ही करते थे. So don't worry, all your work will be done.
Wow.
कुछ अटकेगा नहीं. I said fine, 1 महीने तक आप सपोर्ट करो, तब तक मैं विक्की का एक रिप्लेसमेंट ढूंढ के लेके आता हूँ. वो 1 महीना छोड़ जॉन, I don't have Vicky ka replacement. It is the same team now. In fact, we added a few more people, and now they are doing brilliant job for me. So I'm very thankful for the team that I have, who's been supporting me like crazy. So they would go to Vicky, the senior guy, with a lot of suggestions, but Vicky was not interested. So Rajesh comes and tells me, "Sir, are you open for suggestions?
Wow.
We can do a lot in this field."
Right. And people who are on the ground know what needs to be done, no?
So he said, विकी सर को ये डर्टी जॉब लगता था, खराब काम लगता था, fixing of laptops and computers, but we have a team. 5 of us are so hardcore, like if you break a laptop, they can fix it.
Wow.
A dead laptop can be fixed. We know all this, but विकी सर मना करते थे कि ये सब काम नहीं करना, ये सब बेकार काम है, छोटा काम है, चिंदी काम है, and we need a lot of turnover. Well, now we don't need turnover.
Right.
So after a few months, when I got rid of all the loans and everything,
Right.
there was no pressure of turnover. I said, "Yes, Rajesh, let's do this." There was a small place, खाली था मेरे इधर ऑफिस में.
Wow.
We started a workshop and we started computer repairs.
Amazing.
Actually a very मतलब लोग हंसते हैं कि ये क्या अश्विन भाई from Palladium में store रखने के बाद you started repairs. I said fine, that is giving me money. I am being able to address the pain in the industry.
Right.
So now what is happening, you know, John, that a Lenovo or a Dell or a HP or a Apple, they have service centers.
Right.
Other than that, there is no private entity who are having service centers. The service centers of the repairers are those small bakde walas every gully kuche mein. So people don't trust them with their expensive laptops, with their important data.
Because everyone's burned their fingers.
Correct. So we are a private limited entity, team 20-25 people with expertise. So people come to us, they trust us, and we charge them maybe 25% of what the brands may charge.
Right.
And sometimes the parts are not available with them, we have it.
Wow.
So if you come to my workshop, you will see at least 300 laptops belong to me. They're dead, they're not working, some problem or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, they have been kept because उसके पार्ट्स मेरे को लेनोवो से नहीं मिलेंगे, डेल से नहीं मिलेंगे, लेकिन मेरे पास है. So when someone like you will come with a problem, I want to fix this, I'll give you an original from, because see, in computers the spare parts are not available.
Obviously, after the model changes.
Because Intel changes the CPU so fast that all the Dells and the Lenovo's and the HPs have to change. They
Obviously.
cannot make so many spare parts.
Right.
They just want you to replace.
Yes.
So we are
And that's the
trying
culture
to,
also.
that's the culture. Abroad that is like crazy. So here also that is happening. People just, itna sa bhi problem hua, they just throw the laptop. So one of the verticals that I have is also that we take your laptops back and pay you money. It doesn't mean that you have to, even if it's a scrap,
Got it.
we'll take it back, we'll pay you money. It doesn't mean that you have to buy something from me. No. We just send our people, inspect whatever is there and give you cash instant.
Amazing.
And that will help me to serve some other customer who will want, because I'm trying to fill that gap
Right.
where people are actually interested in repairs or fixing their products. I know it's a small market,
Yeah.
but there is nobody in
But it's
that
a
space.
severe pain point for that small
Yeah,
market. Yeah.
And then we do data recovery, anything under the sun. If the laptop has a problem, I have my team who is able to fix
Yeah.
it.
And now you're known for real time, and people know Ashwini now. So
Now people
what you
know me. Now people know me because of the work I do,
yeah.
and there's no marketing. Believe me, this is the first time I'm on a camera and talking about it, but it's all word of mouth.
No, no. Thank you. Thank you for speaking from the heart and sharing your journey. I'm sure it'll resonate with a lot of people. So I get that service is your main vertical now. Any other verticals or income streams apart from that?
Of course, of course. So we also sell laptops. I mean, if you want to buy a MacBook, I can give you at the best deal.
Wow.
To buy a Dell or a Lenovo or HP. So earlier we used to push people to buy, IBM is
Yeah.
good or Dell is good, HP is good. Now it is like whatever you want.
As per your need.
You can come with the link. This is the Amazon price. What is your price? And I'll beat that price.
Okay, that's the confidence we're
Too
talking
much,
about.
because now I don't want to make money from that kind of a customer. In selling, I'll make money once I gain your trust in the services that follow after that.
Smart.
So because see, even if
So acquiring customers by giving them phenomenal
correct,
deals.
so you are my friend, you may say कि ठीक है यार अश्विन तू 1,000 रुपए ज़्यादा ले ले. I'll say no. I'll give you cheaper than
नहीं
what you're
2000
getting.
ले ले ज़्यादा.
नहीं तो भी नहीं. तो भी नहीं. I'll say नहीं. ये जो है ना, ये मैं आपको बाकी लोगों से सस्ता दूंगा. That is when you will remember me. It doesn't matter that 500 रुपए या 2,000 रुपए doesn't matter to you or to me, but that feeling that I have bought it at a cheaper price because he's my friend, that is important.
True.
Only then I'll be able to gain your trust for other services, and there I will make cover up. सब हो जाता है because I'm confident.
Yeah.
And then we import a lot of stuff, like we have some refurbished laptops and desktops that we import. Of course, those products, the warranty is given by me because it's my import.
Yes.
The Dells and the HPs and the Lenovo's won't give the warranty, though they are their products. But imported by me, I'll give warranty, but they are 50%, 75% cheaper than what is available in the market.
Wow.
And then recently we imported some 65 inches and 75 inches touch screen computers, the big ones. Interactive smart boards.
Yeah.
So they are around 1.5 to 2 lakhs, but they're used for someone like you. You should have it in your cabin.
Right.
Okay. So there are two people sitting across on the table. You are sitting here as the CEO. The screen is right behind. So when you're speaking to them, you're also looking at the screen. You don't want any clutter on your table.
So
you don't want a laptop, you don't want a desktop, you want nothing on the screen.
True.
Maybe you want only a mouse which is below.
Yeah.
And through this mouse, you're watching that, you're speaking to them, you're conducting everything seamlessly, and there's no obstruction in between the people who are sitting. And normally a laptop is, covers a little. So you want ekdam clean, flat.
Wow.
So this is what we try to do.
No, nice, amazing. So I also, where we initially bonded was your self-help journey. You also like to learn and improve yourself. So I know you're a, renowned speaking coach as well, and that's why you were a president extraordinaire as well, voted by the presidents, the best president of Odyssey. So obviously that's a huge compliment. And tell me about that journey, how you become such an accomplished public speaker.
So it's a very something very close to my heart. My dad fell sick 2014-15, very sick. Like the doctor said that maybe he won't survive and all. And that is when I had to spend maximum time with him.
Right.
And for almost a year and a half, he was in and out of Hinduja hospital. and I used to go there and send, and my work suffered a lot
Obviously.
that time. But then this was more important for me. So when I was in the hospital doing nothing, just in the cafeteria having coffee, or there was seaside out there sitting there,
Yeah.
that is when I thought that this rat race
Yeah.
is not doing good. I won't be able to do this when I'm old. I
Obviously.
have to have something else.
Right.
So what should I do? So there was a fortune teller kind of a person, a tarot card reader in Odyssey.
Okay.
I went to her. I asked her that, if I have to do something else, what?
Right.
Let's see, you know what? She understood everything, spoke to a very good lady. She said that it is written, the tarot cards are saying again and again that you have to serve people. आपको सेवा करनी पड़ेगी, like you're serving your dad. Maybe somebody else may fall sick, you will have to take care of that person. You'll always have to help people. So why don't you choose something wherein you are helping people? I said then training and coaching, because I was the president at that point in time of Odyssey.
Wow.
This is the second stint that I did. That time also I was. So I said, okay, then it becomes easy. Let me, and she said, you will break all your karmas if you are in the profession of serving people or helping people
Right.
some way or the other. Maybe you won't have to do that much seva of somebody getting sick and you being forced to do that. That hit me very hard.
Right.
I said, fine, let's try and do something to help people. So with the whole intent of helping people, I thought, let me become a coach or a trainer, and that is how this journey started.
Wow.
So, but not much materialized, but ठीक है, I've done whatever I could.
No, obviously, yeah. And I think being a good public speaker helps in every aspect of life. The confidence with this, naturally I've been, an okay public speaker, but even getting yourself
You're
outside
good,
that,
John. I don't think so. It's nice.
but getting yourself out comfort zone, you already learn a bit. Already confidence feels a little better, and you upgrade yourself, or how you upgrade a laptop. We all ought to upgrade our skills, in the real world as well. So phenomenal that you focus on that as well. You mentioned something that I could not in your business before, that I could not see what's coming, and because of that there were some losses that you had to incur.
Correct.
But I feel you have been a visionary when you tell me that you ran a Bitcoin node back in the day. Do you have a Swiss bank account where all your
It's a
Bitcoin
very,
is
very,
there?
very touchy topic, John.
I'm here to touch, don't worry.
Yeah, so I did Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that jazz for quite a.
Which year was this, just to give some context, because you are one of the OGs in that case.
I think 15, 16 or 17, 18.
Madness.
Crazy it was. So I had a
You
friend.
remember the price of Bitcoin then?
कुछ याद नहीं है, जितना पैसा लूज किया वही याद है. So I lost a lot of money. So it was a good thing that I was making everything. I would check my Jack's wallet and the price is going up. Okay, aaj on the app I made so much money.
Yes.
This, that. But eventually, what? One fine day I got to hear that, and I had only one point of contact to exchange that currency into
Obviously,
cash.
no WazirX, nothing with that
No,
time,
no.
yeah.
नहीं, एक था वो सरदार जी का एक्सचेंज था ना सिंगापुर में, क्या नाम है उसका, वेरी फेमस गाय यार. I had one of my guys account open there, and we used to operate from there, but it was very, very dicey and very risky.
Right.
So there was only one guy, and one fine day I hear that he's been caught hold by Punjab police in Ludhiana.
Okay.
And apparently he was carrying 1 CR cash and wanted to exchange something for someone. And paper में क्या आया कि 5 लाख रुपया ही था उसके पास. All the 95 is gone.
Gone. Yeah.
And then I got shit scared. I somehow tried to contact him after he came back. I said, मेरे को तू खत्म कर. Let me be square. I'm not interested in this.
So whatever price at that time, you cashed out,
I made
obviously.
some
Because,
losses. It was a good thing.
yeah.
Very interesting people I met in the journey. Some understood what is blockchain all about.
Yeah.
But it was quite ahead of my times. And again, there, see, the thing was, again, there was nobody like you to guide at that point in time. I didn't know you. And I was depending only on one person. Otherwise, things would have been a little different.
Yeah.
But it was crazy. I mean, every day you get those, adrenaline rush looking at your wallet. Oh, बढ़ गया, इतना बढ़ गया.
True, true. Highs, lots of highs, lots of lows at
Yeah.
that time. But must compliment you to have that vision and to be able to understand there's something out here. I'm sure at that time you couldn't predict it's going to be so mainstream and so big,
Yeah.
but you knew that you were onto something at that time.
Yes.
So we now come to the first rapid fire, the business rapid fire.
Okay.
You have been very forthright till now, answering all the questions. Keep that same energy while answering the rapid fire as well.
Oh, what is this for?
For the sparkly questions that I'm going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
If you had to eat one dish for a year, what dish would that be?
Butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Okay. Ever made more money selling the laptop than in the actual price of the laptop?
Yeah.
Amazing. Ever had a crush on one of your customers? Yes. So गोल्डी से अफेयर करना तो सीख लिया होगा. इतना सीखा है.
नहीं, Goldie, I have high regards for
Okay.
that guy.
When was the last time you had a fight with your wife?
While I was here and she spoke to me, she said something. So I don't remember what it was.
But you know. So Ashwini, thank you for sharing. Got to know a lot about your business journey.
Thank you,
But want to know about Ashwini the person and the family man. I know you love your boys. So tell me, how's the setup at home? And I know you have a tattoo and there's a story behind the tattoo as well. So would love to hear that.
Yeah, John, tu marwaega. But ठीक है, I am proud and I'm proud of my two boys. They're superb. I love them.
Yes.
They're quite big now. But yes, जान है मेरी वो लोग दोनों.
Yes.
And of course वो लोग होते ही नहीं अगर मेरी wife नहीं होती. I have to give credit.
Credit to, obviously.
And my father used to, when he was alive, he always used to mention, तुम लोग ना एकदम बकवास हो, तुम लोग कुछ नहीं कर सकते, बट एक चीज तुम लोग बहुत अच्छी कर सकते हो, बच्चे बहुत सुंदर सुंदर पैदा करते. So I love that thing. Yes, tattoo है. I don't mind showing it to you.
Yeah.
This is, you can see.
No, it's not it's on the other hand, I think so.
Is it? वो भी भूल गया मैं. So this is a tattoo.
Right.
So if you see,
Mohawk
and Janak.
Yes.
And A and K, of course, is me.
Yes.
MOHAK,
Okay.
JANAK.
Yes.
So all the three of us are here.
Yes.
AK is there, me.
Yeah.
Janak is there, Mohawk is there.
Yes.
So when I show it to a couple of friends, obviously the next question is, okay, so
Where's your wife's tattoo?
See, you did that. So I want, hey, wife to dil mein hai. This is a nice, polite way to
Yes.
tell them. When my wife also asked कि मेरे बारे में नहीं सोचा, तू तो मेरी जान है, तू तो दिल में है.
Yes.
चीर के दिखा दूँ क्या, तू तो है अंदर. Once, I don't know what happened. After a couple of drinks, somebody was asking me. तो it was like repetitive. Like I think मेरा sleeve थोड़ा छोटा था and दिख रहा था, लोग पूछ रहे थे. 4-5 times somebody asked me, different people. I said नहीं है तो नहीं है. She's not permanent. These two are permanent. And my God.
तो सच्चाई उस टाइम निकल गई.
It was crazy and 2 दिन मेरे से बात नहीं की. तीसरे दिन बहुत गाली दी.
Right. But you're used to it by now, as you may say.
As long as she loves me, everything is fine.
Landmark में उसे खाया ही होगा.
Don't talk about landmark in this matter. Because there are a few people in landmark, okay? They came up to the stage. I want to take a divorce from my wife. ये भी सब announce किया उन्होंने.
Yeah, fair enough.
Crazy, huh? That is.
Great. And now your boys, are much older.
Yeah.
So do they still love to spend time? How is that relationship now versus it was before?
They are Gyani Babas.
Okay.
They teach us where is the quality time with us. They are really, a different league. So why they have come to that level where I enjoy talking to them and enjoy taking sessions from them about how we should behave as parents. Because whenever they enter my room, right from childhood, if I'm watching TV, normally TV chalta hi rehta hai when they
Obviously.
come. I pause the TV.
Wow.
I listen to them. It's not that TV chal raha hai and I am speaking. I leave all work, or if I'm on the phone, I leave that and I listen to them.
Wow.
So that has created that kind of a respect for me in a very subtle manner.
Amazing.
So, and now we have very healthy conversations and we take each other's opinions very seriously. We hurt each other as well. But then
when you love someone, then you can hurt them also.
But
obviously.
then I'm very confident about them as of now.
Wow.
Yeah. very confident, which is, I feel proud about it because I see my other friends and their kids at this age.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy and very confident and very proud about my boys.
Nice. So one tip to raise kids, because probably I'm asking as a dad myself of
I'm
two
telling you,
young kids.
listen to them. See, because when you go to them now, they'll be playing their games, they'll be with their friends.
Yes.
You will tell them 10 times to do something, they may not listen to you.
Right.
So, you will get that feeling when they come to you. And you are busy. You will tell them, I am busy, come later. No, don't do that. Just stop everything and listen to them. I'm
There's
telling
lead by
you.
example like that. What we want them to do in the future, we should do it now. Yeah.
Correct. So, I wanted some Purana culture
Yeah.
of our family to come. That is the reason one of my rooms I converted into a temple, a mandir. I never used to believe in all that.
Right.
Okay, of course, God is there. Because of God, everything is happening right. But then I never used to follow it. But I wanted some kind of culture to come to my kids. So I created one room as a temple and I started doing puja every day.
Nice, nice.
So that they just see me.
Puja is in prayer.
Prayer, bro.
Okay.
So, oh my God, John, you're too much. Okay, yeah. I do puja every day.
Yeah.
And they see me doing that.
Wow.
So they think, कि ठीक है, कुछ तो, it's not that they do it,
Yeah.
but they now sit with some, कोई हवन होता है या कुछ होता है. So they are okay to quit, उस दिन छुट्टी ले ली and sitting with us and all that. It also gives you more of family time together
Right.
when you inculcate such
Nice.
things.
And also now you're married for so many years, a veteran. What advice you'll give your kids about getting married? Huh?
No advice. It's up to them. So first thing first, you will have to try to understand whether they want to marry a boy or a girl.
Yes. Can't assume anything nowadays.
Now you can't assume anything. Believe me, it has happened with me. I was shocked, but okay, fine, they're straight.
Yeah.
And second thing is, like my son, he has a girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay, he openly says, I have a girlfriend. Doesn't mean I'm going to go marry her.
Yeah. Don't put that pressure on me types.
I may or may not marry her, but don't put any pressure.
Right.
I said, why you are stuck with one girl?
Yeah.
She's a good girl, very good girl. She comes home, we catch up, okay? See, I'm totally focused on my work. So if I have one girlfriend, I don't have many distractions.
Right.
This is the thought process of the kids nowadays.
True.
I said, but don't force me and I may be with her, I may not be with her, I don't know.
So are you like open-minded as a dad? Would you be like okay with like live-in relationship?
I'm okay.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely okay. Because I've seen the ups and downs of marriage in an Indian household or community.
Yeah.
We come from a big joint family, both me and my wife, and we have seen what has happened with a few people. With us, we have seen
Yeah.
our ups and downs.
Yeah.
Not that we can change anything, but I think it will be better if,
The next gen does it a little better,
yeah, they should do it better now. They
Yeah.
should enjoy more than what we have.
obviously.
They should not go through what we have. Always. One more thing that I had in mind, what I got, I want to give a little more than what I received from my dad to my kids.
Right.
It's always like that. So whatever I have gone through, which should not have happened, at least I wouldn't want them to go through that. So live-in is good.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem.
No, I'm beyond confident that that you must have been an amazing dad for the kids growing up. Your thought process is very solid, and you've set a strong base. Yeah, I think as parents, that's what our role is, to give a good value system and give them a good base so that they can do anything they want.
Yeah, but हमको भी तो कुछ चाहिए ना. So like my younger one said, okay sir, okay dad, what kind of a girl you would like if I have to marry? मैं तो किससे भी शादी कर. तेरी जो सास है ना वो थोड़ी गुड लुकिंग होनी चाहिए. थोड़ा कुछ.
Nice. Do you think your boys will be open for an arranged marriage?
I don't think so, but
You never know. Things can change.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Hearing about your journey as an entrepreneur who started from scratch, you must have had to give a lot of time at work, long hours. So how did you have a work-life balance?
Yeah, so it was not so good at one point in time. As I said, I had stores in all the malls.
Obviously, yes.
Imagine, and the malls do well only on weekends.
Yes.
So weekends was the busiest for me. So there was, there were days where I wouldn't be able to meet my kids because when I reached, they were
sleeping,
like they're sleeping, and then in the morning they leave early, and I leave late, so I couldn't meet them. And weekends also I couldn't meet them. So for months at times I wouldn't be able to properly interact with them. That was also one reason why I wanted to shut down the stores.
Yeah.
So, but after that, it was, I mean, I really started enjoying, and now I spend a lot of time with them. In spite of now they are more busy, but
Because now they're making their career, their life,
yeah,
they're in
yeah,
that zone, right?
they are in that zone. But still, we find time.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah. It's very healthy now. As I said that I'm really happy. See, because if you have a good rapport with your kids, time अपने आप आ जाता है. You don't
It
need to.
becomes a priority.
You don't
Anything you
need
give
to.
a priority, उसके लिए
हाँ,
time निकल ही जाता
निकल ही
है.
जाता है ना.
Yeah.
तो टाइम एज दे से टाइम होता नहीं है, निकालना पड़ता है. बट विथ अ गुड रिलेशनशिप एंड गुड बॉन्ड अपने आप कहीं ना कहीं टाइम बन जाता है.
Amazing. Amazing. I was itching to come to this part. I think this is the perfect time to enter the personal and business rapid fire.
Okay.
Just the way you've been till now, same energy into the rapid fire. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start. But before that, have to wear
Oh
my
wow.
trademark shades because sparks will fly.
Okay.
Ever flirted with someone in front of your wife?
No, I haven't, but she thinks I have.
Ever yelled at your kids and regretted it?
Many times.
Ever felt like you're not being a good enough father?
Yeah, many times my wife makes me realize that I'm not a good.
Okay. The biggest win of your career?
Biggest win of the career was, actually it was not a win, but it was being able to take certain decisions like
Wow.
closing down my stores.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
big
that
one.
was
I
a
mean,
big
very
one.
heavy
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yes.
One tip for entrepreneurs starting out?
Always identify the pain in the industry you are, and you become the painkiller.
Nice.
I feel that is very important, and you will find various ways of making money once you identify the pain and you serve as the painkiller.
You know, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would you change?
Uh, there have been certain decisions which, like, for example, I could have closed down a couple of my setups 1 or 2 years earlier. That would have saved me a few crores.
Yeah.
So decisions like those, but okay, fine, it's all a
Learning experience, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Best business advice you received?
Go with your gut.
Great answer. Any person or business person that you admired?
So in every industry that I was, I would try to rate myself whether I'm the number 3, the number 4, the number 2,
Oh, wow.
till the time I reach number 1. And for till that time, the number 1 was my idol. Used to look up to that guy and wanted to reach there.
Wow.
Always.
One misconception about the industry?
So, like people like Apple, a brand like Apple, they don't believe in repairs.
Right.
Okay, it's a big thing for them because they want their parts to be perfect. But, and so if your MacBook goes bad, you go to the service center, they'll ask for 50,000, 70,000.
Yes.
Okay, why? Because they want it to be, the motherboard to be replaced. But here, what we do is, you come to us, we'll charge you 10,000 and get it fixed, which Apple doesn't approve because they don't believe in repairs, they believe in replacement. It's a big misconception among the people that they have spread that you should not repair your PCs. But then, given to understand the green angle of the Mother Earth, you should fix your laptops rather than buying a new one.
Fair. Good point. Any mentor that made a big impact on you?
One of my coaches from whom I learned ICF.
Great.
Yeah,
Something that a lot of people don't know about Ashwini.
I prefer coffee over liquor.
I wouldn't guess that. But is it true that laptop repair shops charge way too much for the work that they do?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Refurbished or new? Choose one.
Refurbished.
So that's why you're married for so long. You like the older models. Okay. MacBook or Windows? Mac or Windows?
Windows for me, but most people prefer Mac, but
How do you differentiate yourself from your competitors in one word or sentence?
I give better service than them.
Okay. You have been on the product side and now you're on the service side. Which has more glamour?
Glamour product, but bottom line
Service.
service.
Well said. How do you relax yourself?
Watch TV.
Steve? Laptop or desktop?
Desktop. Ask me why.
Why?
A desktop has 3 times the life than a laptop.
You have so much knowledge to share. Why don't you have your own Instagram channel or already become a tech reviewer?
Yeah, my son is asking after me to do that very soon. You know, this is a good thing. After this, I'm going to start doing that.
Brilliant. One marriage tip you want to give?
Be a yes man
Yes.
and appreciate a lot.
Okay. How important it is to constantly learn in your industry?
Uh, so, you know, it's not easy to learn what's happening in the industry, but it's very important that you learn from your customers because that is the best learning that you get.
Well said. What are your thoughts on AI, blockchain, NFTs?
Of course, they're the future, but they're not enough resources to, you know, simply explain in very a layman's language for people. If you could do that, I mean, it's going to be phenomenal.
Right. Last movie you enjoyed?
I enjoy popcorn more than the movie John
Think.
nowadays.
One celebrity you would love to give a laptop to?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Wow. Is it true girls get more discounts than guys?
No,
No?
they pay more.
They pay more? Okay. One quality that you like about yourself, one quality that you want to change.
I'm straightforward. Sometimes I'm too straightforward.
That is good and bad. Wow, interesting. Good one. Last time you interacted with a client you didn't like?
It happens almost every day,
Wow.
but then it's become a part of life now.
Okay. And it's your job to convert it
To
to a
convert it
positive.
into, that's where the coaching helps.
Amazing. What is the biggest fix you've done for a laptop?
So a laptop came to me in 2 pieces,
Wow.
literally 2 pieces, which was like absolutely impossible, but we could fix it and give it back.
घर में बड़ा झगड़ा हुआ होगा. Okay. Pirated software or legit software?
Legit, but at the cost of pirated. That we can do it for you.
That's
Let
amazing.
me know.
So, weirdest query you have had?
So once I got a MacBook and there was some liquid fallen, so the keyboard was not working. We had to replace the keyboard around 7,000-8,000 bucks. And but the father kept on insisting what was the liquid. And then we figured out that actually the son has said that it is coffee, but actually it turned out that the father was thinking that it was vodka with limca something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One quality you like about your wife and one quality you don't like so much.
The thing that I like about my wife is that she is very beautiful.
Okay.
What I don't like about her is when I'm talking to her twice, thrice, 4 times and she's not moving her head from the phone.
Fair enough. Good point. One piece of advice you would give a 20-year-old Ashwini?
You got to be energetic, you got to be enthusiastic, and you got to be excited. And if you are not any of those, find things that give you energy, find things that excite you,
Wow.
and find things that make you enthusiastic.
Amazing. Great answer. Are your dad likes to have a drink with their kids or वो मर्यादा रखनी चाहिए?
No, together.
Together.
Of
Amazing.
course.
One laptop recommendation which is completely bang for your buck, which has a little bit, which is fast, at the same time looks cool. It should have the perfect balance.
You get me your old one, I'll make it like a new one.
Ooh, nice. So with that, we come to the end of this rapid fire.
Thank you.
I couldn't get you stumped on any question, but you answered amazing. When we come to the Odyssey rapid fire, I may stump you there.
Definitely. I'm waiting.
Do you have any life philosophy?
I think life is all about learning and sharing.
Nice. the tech space is ever evolving. Hardware has become a commodity now, and I don't think is going back from here. So tell me about the tech trends that interest you, or something that you feel in the future will be big.
Uh, See, AI is going to take over. It's
Yeah,
already taking over.
yeah,
But you know what? To run any software or any such technology, whether it is any NFT or your AI or blockchain,
yeah.
devices are going to be there.
Right.
They will always be there, whether it's a laptop or a
Obviously.
computer. Maybe the laptop will become like so small, or
True.
even it will be one thing, a laptop plus a mobile, something like that will happen. But
Right.
devices will be there.
Yeah, it'll just change the
It will
form.
just
We
change
may
the
have it in
form.
our glasses.
Yeah, wherever.
Yeah.
So as long as devices are there, I feel
The pain points will be there of any
pain point will be
electronics.
there, and we have to figure out how to solve that.
Yeah.
Devices are there to exist.
Right. Yeah. So you have made many, tough decisions throughout your career. You've had to pivot. You've had to change the business model. So when you approach a decision, what is the thought process that you follow?
So decision making thought process is like, if it is a logical decision, then of course past experience counts a lot.
Yeah.
But if it is a illogical decision that I want to grow 10x,
Yeah.
then I just shun away from everything that has impacted me in the past.
Right.
It's very important that you think also illogically when you have to reach an illogical goal. Whereas decision making otherwise always depends on past experiences and speaking to your peers.
Yeah. Thank you for that. You know, you've already done so much in life. You've achieved. You've tried different things. Do you still have that hunger, motivation, or you think
Yes,
it's a
yes,
little?
yes. I'm still hungry.
That's nice. Good to see. We have lunch after this also.
Done.
And it's good to see. So how do you keep that hunger alive? Because many people, will probably say, okay, my kids are big, maybe I should relax. What is that thought process, or how do you do that? Or it's a natural thing?
See, for me, it's like staying in touch with people. I'm in a B2C space.
Right.
Unless I speak to my customers, I feel my day is not ended well. I have to speak to a few customers, even if they're yelling at me or they're appreciating me or they're having certain queries.
Yeah.
I try to like to work at the ground level, speak to my customers, and that is how I feel the day is complete.
Nice. You're in an industry where loyalty towards a brand, or loyalty even towards a supplier, is not there. It's a lot about price. So when you meet a customer who's serious but wants a really big discount, and you don't have that much margins, how do you tackle that? You want the customer, but you can't go below a certain price as well. So how do you tackle that? You must be facing that in your industry.
Yeah, yeah, many times. Very, very, I mean, very critical question that you asked. And so you know what, John, I see the customer, whether he is going to add a lot of value for me in future,
Oh, wow.
and then I take a call.
So you think of the long term.
I think of the long term. Whether John is asking for a 5,000 rupees discount on a laptop, where literally that 5,000 will be a loss to me.
Right.
But if I value John as a good customer, then I would take that loss for him.
Wow, amazing. So I love that when you think long term, any entrepreneur thinks long term. So having dealt with so many customers, can you make out who's serious, who's not, and who's a good customer, not a good customer, to a good enough degree?
Yes, so the first 2 minutes of a conversation, you actually realize that the deal is going to go through or not,
Wow. Okay.
and whether it's going to go through smoothly or you'll have to haggle. You
Okay.
come to know, and that is what then you prepare yourself for the next part of the conversation.
Amazing. So Ashwini, I have a personal pain point. If you solve this, I will believe you're an expert. I've heard you
Okay,
till now.
personal, okay.
So I have two different internets in connections in my
Internet,
house,
okay.
but I still don't get internet in my bathroom. Solve this problem for me.
Why do you need so much internet in the bathroom? Huh? John? Okay, but yeah,
Yes.
it can be done. It's
Yeah.
not so difficult. Give me a call tomorrow. I'll send my technician, and he will ensure that you get the same speed of internet that you are having near the router. You'll get the same speed in the bathroom as well.
Chalo. If you solve that problem, I'll agree.
100% I'll solve it.
ठीक है. Seeing that, two-time president, I want to also talk about Odyssey.
Okay. Odyssey.
You are the founding member, and today, we all and all the new members are enjoying all the efforts that you and the other founding members made at the start. So tell me, how was Odyssey at the start when you had just joined? What was the vibe, and what things that you did right so that it's such a good platform today, or it's such a sought after chapter?
Yeah, I'm so passionate about Odyssey always. So when it started, when we
What was that core team? How many
so we
members?
started 50.
50.
It was a Hall of Fame chapter.
Oh wow.
So 50 plus we started. But then, at that point in time, it was kind of a social club. So my business is so easy. You see
Yeah.
the kind of business I get every week now. Okay.
Yeah.
But that point in time, for the first 1 year, I got zero business and I wanted to quit.
Okay.
But because socially we were so active, we got
Bond हो
so
गया था.
friendly, bonding हो गया था. When I decided that I will quit, all these people came forward. हम तेरा पैसे भर देंगे.
Aha.
So please don't leave. We'll continue for 1 more year. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then after say 2-3 months of the second year, I started getting business. Because that time we didn't know, there was no mentoring, there was no. There was only one training in 6 months, something like that. And that MSP would be 6 hours long.
Acha,
Imagine
wow.
nobody
Yeah.
wanted to attend that. So those were the things where we were not guided enough, and we didn't know how to generate business, and we were very much in our comfort zones. Like, though we were a part of BNI, but we were actually not behaving like it.
Right.
But after that, there was no looking back.
Wow. So when was the time where it started getting structured and started getting professional?
It was always there, but we did not understand it.
Understood.
There were the seniors at that point also. People were there, they were guiding us, but it did not go, it was not channelized properly. It was always there.
So when did it start getting serious with the change of DC or with the change of vibe? How did that happen from a social fun club where bonding is strong but not that much business is happening to the juggernaut that is Odyssey
So
today?
I think after 2013-14, I think when Odyssey shifted to Sofitel from Executive Enclave,
Yeah.
that is when I think it started, where people became more serious. And a 5-star location, there
It
were
gave that thing that we are
so
a serious
feeling
organization.
proud about going to an
Yeah.
organization, and the meetings would happen in Jairan, and it was easier to invite visitors, quality visitors also. So that is when I think we started flying high.
That's nice. So founder member, 12 years. You not got bored of Odyssey?
Good question, but no. Even now, I look forward to Tuesday mornings.
Amazing. And I see many new members joining and leaving in the first year. Honestly, even I wanted to leave after 3 months, but that's a different story. And I've stayed, and I'm enjoying myself. But what advice will you give to new members who want to leave early?
So they should actually stick on at least 2 years. And if things are not happening right, they should not hesitate to ask even the stupidest of questions about
Yeah.
BNI.
Yeah.
There is a good mentoring team, there are LTs there, so many people are there.
Right.
They should not hesitate to ask.
Yeah, and there's a compounding effect in Odyssey. The more time you spend, it
Of
just
course.
compounds. You may
Of
think it's
course.
not worth your time, but I've seen anyone who's been long enough and their product is decent, they end up getting
Yeah,
good enough business,
money
good enough
is
return on investment.
earning is not. See, you should have a business.
Yeah,
A basic business, a setup is all you need, and then you join Odyssey, and there is no looking back. You
Amazing.
are definitely going to get business. If you're not getting business, something is wrong in you.
yes, exactly. Don't blame the system.
blame the
Look inwards and see what tweaks you can make
It's
to
tried
the.
and tested. I am here since 12 years. Why would I stick to a forum where I'm not getting money at all?
Yeah. For anybody considering joining a networking platform, why should they join Odyssey, according to you?
So, because we have a different vibe, there may be other chapters as well, but Odyssey has a different vibe. When people come and see us, the way we do business, the way we have fun as well, others like to be a part of this group.
Well said, yeah.
So, both the things, fun and business doing
Together.
together is what is appealing to a visitor who comes.
And you love to give back. You're also a training mentor for other chapter, training DC,
DC.
training DC, right? That's the right word. So how's that experience been?
So that is good. So I always had a passion for speaking,
Yeah.
teaching, coaching. So BNI Odyssey gave me a platform for to become a trainer. So I certified myself. So they have a particular certification course that you need to do. You have to pass all that, and then you become a trainer. And of course, in trainings again, it polishes your skills. At the same time, you get to meet a lot of people from other chapters as well.
Amazing. So, speaking about Odyssey, I come to our final segment, the Odyssey Rapid Fire. The famous or infamous Odyssey Rapid Fire by now.
Let's do that.
Yeah, if you have seen anything, no holds barred. I'll shoot straight, and I expect you to answer on the front foot.
Okay, done.
Great. Favorite member?
Ayush Khanna.
Amazing. A new member made a space in everyone's heart. Favorite president apart from yourself?
Ash.
I've heard great things about his term. Used a member's services that you didn't like.
Should I say that? Okay, he's an ex-member. His name starts with A.
Okay.
Let people guess.
Let people guess. Any member that you think shouldn't be a part of the chapter?
No, not really.
Not really. Everyone deserves a seat at the table.
Yes, yes.
Apart from that first year, ever felt like leaving Odyssey after that?
Once in between, when my dad was really not well and I couldn't attend properly, I had got thoughts. In fact, I got a call from the MCOM then that you have been sending so many substitutes. So, but then it was
It
just a
worked out.
phase.
Just
yeah.
a phase. Best advice you can give to a new member?
To a new member, I think they should, they have to play a game. You play Teen Patti, Diwali time.
Yeah.
And in Odyssey, you should play blind. Blindly listen to your mentors, blindly listen to what you learn in your MSP and do that.
Wow. I think many people don't follow the basics. That's what you're trying to say. And okay, you have said what a new member should do, but what a new member shouldn't do?
Shouldn't do, they shouldn't be absent. They shouldn't send substitutes, especially new members. Strong advice, do not lose any chance of being visible in the chapter.
Right.
Take full advantage.
Yeah. And since I'm president, I have to plug it in. They should also take up roles.
Of course. Yes. Again, that's where you get visibility.
True.
Yeah.
Best thing about Odyssey?
I think you get the feel of a family when you really need them, they are there.
Amazing. And one thing we can do better?
Try to not let new members feel that there are certain groups that have. So groupism cannot be avoided. It is here, it is everywhere.
Yeah.
But then sometimes the new member gets lost because they feel they can't be a part of this, they can't be a part of this. So that's something needs to be done.
Right.
Tricky one.
Ever had a BNI member not pay you?
Yeah, but eventually they did.
Okay. One common misconception about BNI or Odyssey?
So for an outsider, sometimes they feel that we get commissions when I am recommending somebody to them. So I take absolute care, utmost care that I tell them, bro, there is no commission. It is just he is helping me, so I am helping him out.
Yeah.
There is nothing involved. If you don't want to do business, don't do business. I am not going to gain anything.
Right.
But he is a trusted vendor. You should work with him. It should be a mutual win-win for both.
True. What has been that one networking tip that has worked for you?
Get out of your comfort zone, especially when you are in Odyssey.
Right.
Don't be what you are when you are in a non-BNI environment. In Odyssey, you have to get out of your comfort zone and go forward and ask for what you want.
As president, ever wanted to yell at a member?
Yeah, many times. यहाँ तक आ गया था.
Which member?
So many of them. Sometimes you also. You would get up quietly and move nicely towards the door. And I said, अभी क्या बोलूँ इसको?
Apart from business, one thing that Odyssey has taught you?
So I feel Odyssey is a brilliant school.
Yeah.
Okay, the things. So here we have students who are in their 20s and students who are in their 60s also. All are together and all are learning and evolving. I have learned a lot, so I feel every Tuesday I go, I learn something new.
So what do you think? There's a weighing scale. Have you given more to Odyssey or Odyssey has given you more?
Odyssey has given me more by way of money, so I try to give back by taking up roles, helping out.
Amazing. President for a third time?
No, no, there are many good contenders out there now.
So what do you think? Before there were no good contenders.
They were always there. I don't know why I got selected again.
One member from the newish pack who you think will be a good president or vice president?
President, I think Nishit. So he's not so new, but yes,
Yeah, he's new, yeah.
He's a good candidate to be.
Yeah,
a
all the
president.
qualities.
Maybe not this term. Maybe next or next to next.
Any Odyssey party that you got so drunk that you can't remember?
So it was not about being drunk. It was during Ashes term. There was some awards thing, and you got to go to the stage, receive the award, and dedicate the award to someone.
Yeah.
And there I had one of the biggest fights with my wife because when I went to the stage and they asked me, whom do you dedicate the award to? I said, I dedicate this award to Shanti, who makes me tea every Tuesday morning. She was a maid.
One advice for Team MBA, something that we can do better.
Oh no, you're doing a fab job.
No, don't be politically correct, यार. ऐसे बोल सकते हैं ऐसा कुछ
यार
नहीं.
seriously, the kind of work, I mean, I haven't seen Bhavesh and Mitali abhi tak so closely, but the kind of work you are doing, not just on Mondays and Tuesdays, but all the days throughout, it's commendable. I don't, I mean, there's nothing to advise you. Things are so exciting and everything, every day something new is coming up. This thing itself is a superb thing that you're doing.
Thank you for that. You know, 30 seconds is a very important part of Odyssey. Two members who can give better 30 seconds.
Oh, of course, I always tell them. One is Vishal Nichani and one is Rajan Shilotri. They're so dead, yaar. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो, थोड़ा जोश में आके बोलो.
Right. Who do you think is the best dressed lady in Odyssey?
Deepthi is very attractive, so whatever she wears, she
पसंद आ
looks good.
जाता
एक तो
है और नेचर भी बढ़िया है.
Then Seetu, when she wears a sari, Mahabanu also.
Recently she's been phenomenally well dressed.
Yes. Of course, then.
बस बोलना है पूरा.
हाँ नहीं तो बाकी लोग गाली देंगे. Where was I?
One person who you think would run your business well.
As in hiring them?
No. Like if you had to retire, say you would take this business now.
Yeah. Ishita Jain.
Ishita Jain. Good answer.
Very meticulous.
You know, if you know somebody is not going to buy from you, do you still give them that level of service or pay that much attention, or you zone it?
I normally, to all my BNI members, especially if it's a self-referral, you know, like you buying something for you, we go out of the way. In fact, my whole team is instructed that if it is something for the BNI member themselves, you please go out of the way and serve them.
Wow. Biggest thank you note you received from Odyssey? And by whom, obviously?
One was a single shot around 17-18 lakhs by Girish Suvarna.
Wow.
And then I've been getting continuous thank you notes from almost between 5 to 8 lakhs every month from Arnold.
Whoa.
Through a shipping company he introduced me to.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It's a
Great job,
regular
Arnold.
ongoing business going on.
Okay, I'll give you members' names. The first thought that comes to your mind when I say these members.
Oh, okay.
Jatin Bhai.
Networking.
Rohin.
Girls.
Dipti.
Glamour.
Ashish Merchant.
BD.
Seetu Jagtiani.
Sari.
Heer Walia.
Beauty with brains.
Rupa.
Intellect.
Ash Bellani.
Masti.
Mahesh Jain.
Deepthi. Oh, sorry. No blazer.
Okay. Where do you see Odyssey 5 years from now?
I think if everything is fine, we should be around 165, 175 members.
Right.
And doing 20 crore at least a month.
Wow. Phenomenal.
Definitely.
One thing Odyssey can do better.
Maybe have more business ideas for Odyssey members. Not generic business ideas, but business ideas for Odyssey members. Something maybe this team MBA could initiate something. You know,
Interesting.
probably have a Odyssey mall. Just thinking right now,
Yeah.
impromptu. So maybe that mall maybe is active for 2 days, and every member has a stall,
Right.
and each member is inviting their visitors to visit the mall.
Amazing. Interesting.
Something. I mean, I don't know how it will be executed, but just a thought.
Food for thought. With that, we come to the end of the rapid fire round. You answered every question honestly and in a second. You didn't even hesitate. So I know the answers come from the heart and it's the truth. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much, John. Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And with that, we come to the end of the one to one podcast with Ashwini Kukreja. Honestly, the pleasure has been mine, sharing your journey so open heartedly. I'm sure whoever's watching will take something away from this. So, thank you so much, Ashwini. It's been a
Thank you,
pleasure to
John,
have you here.
and love you.
Chalo.